My name is Aisha, and when I married Daniel, I truly believed I was stepping into a fairy tale. On our wedding day, the way he looked at me, the way his promises sounded so sweet and unshakable. I thought I had found the love that would last forever. I imagined our life as a story filled with love, loyalty, and endless joy, but reality, I would soon discover, rarely matches the promises made in the glow of wedding lights. The first few months after our marriage were magical. We traveled together, laughed at silly jokes, took pictures in new places, and built memories that I thought would be the foundation of our forever. But slowly, things began to shift. Daniel started coming home late. He was on his phone more often, smiling at messages I wasn't part of. And sometimes I caught a glimmer in his eyes, an expression I couldn't quite place. But it wasn't meant for me. I blamed myself. Maybe I was overthinking. Maybe work was stressing him. Maybe marriage wasn't as simple as I had imagined. But then came the night that changed everything. We were at a close friend's birthday party. The music was loud, laughter filled the air, and everyone was a little too tipsy to notice the cracks in anyone else's mask, but I noticed Daniel. I watched as he leaned in close to one of his friends, sharing drinks and whispers. There was a spark in his eyes, a spark I remembered from our early days. But now it was directed at someone else. And then with his third margarita in hand, Daniel laughed and said the words that shattered my world. I swing both ways. It was casual, it was careless. But it was the truth. My breath froze. My heart hammered in my chest. Was it a joke? No. The ease in his voice, the way his friend laughed knowingly. It wasn't a secret between them. It was a secret kept only from me. That night I didn't scream. I didn't confront him. I just stared at the man I thought I knew, realizing I had married a stranger who had hidden an entire piece of himself from me. By morning, I had made my decision. If Daniel could laugh about his truth in front of friends, then he could face that same truth in front of his family. His parents had always treated me with love and respect, welcoming me as their own daughter. And yet here I was, carrying a secret that should have been theirs to know. So the following Sunday, when we sat down at his parents' dinner table, I gathered every ounce of courage I had. The smell of roasted chicken filled the room. His mother's soft chatter made the house feel warm, and his father told old stories that made everyone smile. For a moment, I almost hesitated. But then I looked at Daniel laughing like nothing had happened, and I knew I couldn't keep living in the dark. I put my fork down and spoke, my voice steady but heavy. Mom, Dad, there's something you deserve to know, something Daniel never told you. The room fell silent. Daniel's smile faded instantly. His eyes widened, a silent plea begging me not to go on. But I did. Daniel isn't just attracted to women. He likes men too. He admitted it at the party. The crash of a spoon hitting a plate broke the silence. His mother's eyes filled with tears, her hands trembling as she reached for the table. His father stared at Daniel, anger and confusion tightening his jaw. Daniel shot up from his chair, his voice cracking with fury. Aisha, how dare you? I cut him off, my voice rose. Not in anger, but in painful truth. I dare because I was your wife kept in the dark. I dare because I have the right to know the man I married. And your parents deserve to know the son they raised. Secrets like this don't stay buried forever. The room felt heavy, suffocating. Daniel's mother sobbed quietly. His father shook his head in disbelief. And Daniel had nothing left to say. That night I packed my things. I left behind the house we shared, the memories we built, and the illusions I once believed in. Walking out that door, I didn't feel broken. I felt free because I learned something powerful. Secrets are poison, they eat away at trust, love, and everything we hold sacred. Daniel's secret wasn't just about who he was. It was about the lie he let me live. And if anyone asks me why I exposed him, why I turned on the lights when he wanted to keep the room dark, I'll always answer the same way. Because I refuse to live in shadows. When a secret becomes a lie, the truth is the only light worth following.